Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Just a normal day here, hanging out with my buddy, Mr. Withersadface. And, I need to collect his bits. There we go. Wait, what? Did I got a skull back there? No way! Oh, Wither Skull. And I need to say hello to Mr. Withersadface's 3 friends. And hello there. Alright, we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 beacons that we're going to use today. Well, I don't know if we're going to use them today. We're going to use 1 today for certain. We're back here at my base here. We're going to use 4 eventually, but only 1 to get started. We're back here at my, I can't even call it my base yet, my hole in the ground of green pastures and squariness. That's going to change. We're going to do some work here today, and I got to say, so there's been some changes in the plans, and some changes with some polish, I guess you could say, of what we're going to do down here, and I am ridiculously excited right now. I cannot wait to get started today. So I was spending some time with a couple of my amazing patrons, and some ideas were shed some my way, and I love them, and we're going to go with it. So let me get the first beacon down. I think I'm going to put the first beacon like over there somewhere, and we're going to talk about what's going to happen between this world and the one above it. Beacon deployed, and I think it should be right, is it right? Yeah, right about here, I think. Let's dig down here before I drown. Couple more. Put a glass block above my head. Good, I can breathe. Okay, and if I did this correctly, how are we doing? Beam. Make beam. Beacon. Okay, let me throw a little magenta glass in there for now. I think that should tint it. No, there we go. Okay, good. Scared me there. All right, here's the deal. Here's the plan, the master plan for what we're going to do and how we're going to change things up here. We're going to have some number of beacons. 4, 5, maybe 6. Probably on the order of 4, though, I think. And what we're going to do is they're going to be sprinkled around here, okay? I'm going to be jumping around a lot here because I'm excited and I haven't really thought about how to explain this. So bear with me here, but it's going to be great. So up above, we have the lake, right? The lake is all above this. And we've got our, hold on. We've got our little mountain there that's got the opening where we fly down in. Right there, okay? What I want to do is make it so that the lake and this build are one and the same. So what I'm going to do is take all of this earth here and dig it out up to the lake. The lake is going to have a glass bottom, okay? But it's not even going to be meant to be glass. What we're going to do is have beacons here, and we're going to decorate these beacons, and by decorate, I mean like surround them with a lot more glass and energy looking stuff. Like magic swirls going up with some purples and some magentas, maybe some blues, and I think maybe even some end rods sprinkled in. And the idea is that this energy is sprouting up through this this beam, this energy wave, and once it gets to the top, it's going to fan out, and it's going to look like that energy is what is holding the lake up, okay? So there's going to be like an uneven glass surface. All of this is going to be glass with water above it, and these beacon beams are going to be pulsing energy that is going to be holding the lake up from down below. I am super excited about this idea. I think it's going to look amazing. So yeah, you'll be able to fly above the base from way up top there, look down in anywhere, and see all of this down here. In theory, you know, it's got to be daylight and stuff because you got to see through, you know, some blocks of water and some glass blocks. But I think I'm going to go with a mostly light blue because that's a color you can really see well through water. But there's also, I'm going to carry some of this purple in, so there's like veins of purple kind of poking through all of the blue and stuff. Now, one of the problems we have is that the lake is actually much bigger than this hole in the ground here. Like the lake goes back that way pretty far. That way it goes right about to there. Let's see, it goes back that way really far. It ends right up there. But it's a oh, hi there. Oh my god. Everything's fine. Nothing was soiled at all. No, we're good. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that didn't happen. Anyway, the lake goes back quite a ways that way, so I may have to dig that out, or we may just have to improvise, but we'll see. All right, so I think the best way to do this, and to see if this idea is even going to work, is to do some of the glass work here to make the floor of this lake be glass and dig it out down below so that I can actually see through. Now, there's no way I'm going to do the whole lake today because that's a whole lot of work. I have no idea when I'll get to it, but I want to do a good chunk of it today. Maybe like focused around this beacon, maybe from like there over to there, and then here, kind of just this area right here, I think. And the idea is this here. Now, I'm going to do most of it in light blue, but around the beacon directly, I think I want to do more of a magenta purpley kind of thing. And it's going to be basically just a question of like taking some of this and, you know, replacing all the top level blocks here with glass, obviously. So we'll do more blue as we come out. So let me do a little bit and see if this is... I have no idea. So we got a little bit done here, and you can't really see much from up here because of the water, but you can see kind of these little purpley, like, spirally veins that I'm kind of shooting out here. Let me jump down in here, and I'll show you a little bit more underwater. Like so. So you get everywhere we have one of the beacons peeking out through the surface, I'm going to kind of do this, like, this purpley... like, just veins creeping out through the water. I think I'm going to do that, and this is about as much as I want, and then the rest now is going to be like a smattering of, I would say, 80% light blue and 20% regular blue. So we're going to like light blue here and a little bit of dark blue. So I guess now is the process of filling a lot of this in, and then we'll jig it out. I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Okay, this is getting exciting. All the glass is down here, so we got like I said, the little purple magenta kind of veins poking around through here, swirling around and filled in with a much more consistent light blue with a little bit of sprinkling of dark blue here. So that's about the area that I want to test this with. Now the hard part of digging this out underneath. I think it's like 5 or 6 blocks in some cases. I'm not sure. I don't even know where to dig in. We'll figure this out. I'm just realizing I should probably set up a conduit down here. Like, it's not too bad right now, just like when the water's this shallow. But something tells me that I'm going to want a conduit. Anyways, let's dig right down here for lack of a better spot. And we'll put one glass right above us there. Okay, that should do it. Now... let's see, if I do some of this, I mean, the good thing here is the shovel doesn't instant mine the glass, so I can kind of just wave and it should filter things out. Like, it's going to lower down. No, maybe it's not. This is so weird down here. Okay, oh, all right, we don't want to do that. Yeah, get back out there. All right, let's go down. Let's see how far down we are here. Okay, all right, there we go. Not too bad. Let's get... like a level right above, and I think I'm gonna, and then we'll do the last level first. So, like, let's dig all of this out until we have just a little bit left here. I think, I'm not sure the best way to do this. I can honestly say this is like the weirdest digging I've ever done underneath glass like this, but I think it is better. I think I've learned that it's better to do, here, go there, right there. Put something there. I think it's better to just dig this way here, like right up against the glass, to figure out my perimeter here first, and then I'll just go back and lower it down to the ceiling down below. Oh yeah. As I dig more and more here, I think I'm just going to absolutely love this idea here. We're just about done here with our first little sample area here. Let me finish digging some of this out here. And my only concern is, are you really going to be able to see through? I'm guessing probably not, but I really don't care. The concept is just so amazing. All right, a little bit more over here. Holding down shift because my land is disappearing before me. And last block. Okay, let's go. Let's see what this looks like down here. So much stuff down here. Hi, friends. Hi. Think I'm dead. Go. Hey, I gotta check something out here. Okay, you're dead. You're fine. Okay, excellent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And you know what? Those spirals, those purple spirals, won't be that visible from the surface, but from down here, they look amazing. Okay, that's gonna look... oh, I love it. I'm wondering if I should do more patterns with the blue instead of just spots, if it should be like smaller streaks. I think that might look better. I might have to clean some of that up. Let's go see what it looks like from the surface here. Let's go see what it looks like from up here. Yeah, exactly. Not nearly as much as I expected, but that's okay. It still looks good, but it's subtle. But the cool thing here, let's see if I can fly by here. Yeah, I can just see... I can see my base down below there. You guys, I don't know if you guys can pick it up on YouTube here, but it looks amazing. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Oh wow, so weird. Oh wait, yeah, you come out here and I can like see through. As soon as I go down in here, I can't see anything because the glass just, it's like weird transparency effects. Look at that. You can see my whole base down there. Go in the water? No, can't see anything. It's just all too dark. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I like this. I think I want to do a little bit more right here, just to solidify right up against the mountain here. One of the decisions I have to make is, you know, how high up this do I want to go? I kind of stopped like right here, and I think something like that makes sense. I want it to still feel like a natural slope, like the glass is a layer underneath it, I think. So let me do a little bit more here, and then we're going to work on our beacon down below. All right, on the camera account here, and I just want to show you what we got here. I connected some of the blue dots. I think it looks a little bit better. It's still not perfect, and it doesn't look like streaks yet. I could do a little bit more, but I honestly got bored. We'll do more later. But one thing I want to do, though, on the camera account here, I want to, because we have a problem here, right? And that is that the size of the lake is not really the same as the size of this room. So I want to kind of see in an easy way where the lake ends and where my room begins. So you can see like right here is where kind of the lake ends. I could dig some of this back because the lake kind of connects over here. So I mean, I could just take out this whole island piece, and I may do that because down here, let's see. Down here, yeah, this is way too far. What about this over here? This is where it gets really bad because, like, look, the lake comes, like, all the way over to here. Well, that's not too far off to the corner there. It's really, like, this back here. And this is intruding in Aunt False's area. I do not want to mess up her area or whatever's going on there. But look, like, down here, look how far off we are. So we may have to dig some of this out, or do some kind of clever sloping thing. I'm not sure. This wall over here is actually pretty spot on, so I have to just do a little bit of digging here. You can see it kind of matches up perfectly. And then over here, let's see. Oh, right here is where we're gonna put our big like castle. You can see I've been doing some digging here and stuff too. Not our castle, our little fortress with our storage room and stuff, which I really want to get to. But we're not too bad though. We're not too bad. I'm trying to think here. Like I want to get the lake area kind of projected down and figure out how much glass. Maybe I should just do like the perimeter or something like that and figure out how much of the lake. Like you can see right here, this is the biggest problem right here. There's a lot of lake above me, like right over here, that is not above my grassy area. So maybe doing a perimeter would help. So the other fun little idea I wanted to point out is obviously like this is the hole I'm going to fly in, and we've got our island right here, okay, which we're going to work on real soon, I think. This side over here that's overhanging, I'm going to chop most of that off and just kind of make it look natural going down. But what I want to do here is, because this whole island is going to basically be surrounded now by glass and the lake from down below, I want to work on this bottom side and kind of project it down a little bit and make it look like it has a nice underside, so it looks like a floating island, like the island itself is floating in the middle of this magic suspension system. I'm not quite sure how yet, but I think decorating the bottom with vines and leaves and stuff and kind of making it come a little bit more to a point down below, I think will be interesting. Okay, now I want to take a shot at decorating this beacon, and it's going to be kind of two phases. The first phase right now, we're going to kind of decorate right around the base of this here, and then when we're done, we're going to decorate with like the magic and swirling glass going all the way up to the top. Now I do want to say that everything I'm doing down here, I want to have like earthy tones to it, so a lot of leaves, and just make things look like natural and overgrown, and I think that's going to look really good. Actually, if you guys haven't noticed, like I'm really trying to force myself to build differently this season. Do I have any andesite in here? I think I got, we'll try some gravel and a little bit of andesite. Yeah, maybe just switch it up a little bit here. Let's try breaking this guy out here. We'll do that. And maybe that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll do that. And now, what am I need to do? Yeah, I want to go a little bit bulkier with this, I think. I'm trying to like hide some of this stuff, but at the same time make it, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm saying. Let's just see what happens here. But what we're gonna do is do this now, and we're gonna put some leaves around it, like, you know, kind of leaves just make everything better. One thing I've learned is that once you start adding leaves to stuff, it just generally gets better, right? You know, like leaves make everything happy. So let's just do that. We're gonna add a leaf. I don't want a leaf on top though, because that looks weird. Because the beam is supposed to actually be like some strong magic. And then we want to go. Where are my end rods? Here we go. I want to go with some end rods, and I'm going to go with like end rods go on top of these little spikes. Whenever I do a cobble wall, I'm going to do like a little end rod. End rods are going to be a very common lighting theme throughout this whole build. It's going to be on the little houses. It's going to be sprinkled on these little outcroppings and stuff like that. Let's see here now. I want to also add in some like extra little bits of glass. Maybe even, let's see. Maybe it comes in, oh, I'll have to cover that up down below. That looks horrible right now. I'm trying to think here. Do I want to, maybe this is going to like, this will come up pretty solid, and we're going to start spiraling in a second. So maybe this will start the spiral, like something like this, I think. Let's see how that's looking. This is very much going to be a work in progress kind of thing here. Do I don't have any panes. Oh, I do have panes. Excellent. Let's try some paint. So what we're gonna do here is, this is kind of something we did last season as well with some of the green stuff I did. I want to do like, let's see, kind of bring these panes off and to the side. So hi there, hi. You're very large and slimy, and please go away. I'm trying to do something here. Can you die? Everybody die? Good, thank you. Let's see. We do that, we do this, and then we're gonna start mixing in other colors too, like some between the purples and maybe even some blues later on. So let's see, we'll do this, break that. I want to just basically go with these like floating little panes everywhere. If I put another one, let's see. You can put some up here. Got to break all the connectors. I just want them to be like the straight bars. I don't want anything else. So that's the general idea here. And now I want to try to take this look at these little guys. I love their face. Such a derp face. I want to take this like swirling purple magic here and kind of, like I said, like spiral it up, but not perfect spiral, like a little bit noisy, and have all kinds of magic kind of spraying off. So let's do like up to there and see if we're happy. And I'm probably going to play with this a little bit more, make that a little bit bulkier. There we go, there we go. I've upgraded the base a little bit. I swapped out the cobblestone walls, or at least most of them, with some mossy cobblestone. I like that better. I just kind of bulked it out a little bit, added a little bit more leaves. And then I went ahead and completed the first magic beacon thing. I don't know what we're going to call these, but it doesn't matter because I like the way they look. Oh, yeah. It came out good, I think. I'd say I'd give it about like an 8 out of 10 or so. I'm not perfectly happy with it, but it does the job. I like the use of colors. I like the purple, magenta, and the dark blue in the middle. So the purple, you can see, kind of makes a spiral as it goes up, and the dark blue kind of stays close to the center. I'm not sure. I think the only thing it might need is it might need more bulk in the center to cover up the beacon a little bit more. Maybe solid blocks going down the center, like alternating between magenta and blue or something like that, might be interesting. I'll have to try that. But then you can see up here at the top with this guy sitting around being lazy, you can see at the top it kind of fans out and kind of spreads out to the glass above it, where it's like kind of pushing the lake up and holding it up. And I like the use of end rods sprinkled throughout to kind of just at the right distance to keep it nice and bright all the way throughout. So I'm pretty pleased with it. But man, does this take a long time. This took forever to do this because it's like every one of these glass panes that I placed, you have to like place its own special dirt block just so you can place the pane on the other side, break the dirt. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of pleased with this. I might eventually try to bulk up the center a little bit, or maybe I'll just do that on the next one we do and then compare them. And then if I like it, I'll come back into this one. But I think now I want to do a little bit more of the lake in that direction. So here is the first beacon from above the lake, and I have been busy adding a ton more glass here all the way over to the eastern side. And I've picked out where the next beacon is going to be, and it is right there. It should be popping up. Oh, did I cover it? I must have covered it up. What a noob. Why is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's not poking up, but it should be. But anyways, check it out. We got like all this done. I added a lot more over there. So now I've got to dig it out, and this is going to open up a vast... hey there. How's it going? Forgot a couple spots there. There we go. Good job. It is going to open up a vast area underneath the cavern below, so I can't wait. And right into the face. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, many hours later, we're doing good here. We got about half the lake glassified, or whatever you want to call it. We got a second beacon up here. You can see like we got a purple little star pattern here. It looks like a starfish, actually. I probably want to I got like 4 major spokes. I probably want to add like little tiny little spikes, or have one of these kind of fork off with a little extra leg or something like that. I think that would be good. And then down here you can see, oh yeah, glass everywhere. Glass everywhere. It's looking good, but the real gem is down below. So let me go show you that if I can take off up and down and in and wait for it. Zoom. Whoa. Oh, chunk's not loading. Hey, you. Thank you. All I have to do is get angry at it. Check it out. This is amazing. So this one is definitely different over here. This guy, that thing's gonna spawn a stupid zombie and scare me again. This one is much more purpley and bigger than this one over here, so I'll probably have to make that one bigger. I like the size of this one better. I want it to be more pronounced so that it's kind of visible, but I'm liking the way this looks from down below. Hello. Hands in the wrong location there. The other cool thing is you're starting to see the shape of the island here now. Something just landed near me? I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things. You're starting to see the shape of the island here. That's going to like hook around there, and then we can start adding some detail and stuff down there. That's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait. But much effort into this. That thing right there took forever, and all the digging. I'm loving the idea. I'm super excited about it. So, duh. Now, I also have plans for the first building that's going to happen down here. Part of the grand plan here, for those of you that don't remember, is we're going to build a little village down here, and I think I'm actually going to have real villagers wandering around through all of it. It probably won't be a legit village because there's sky. Actually, now that you mention it, I will have sky access. Interesting. So I could make an actual real village down here. Interesting. But anyways, I'm assuming the villagers are going to die, so I'm probably going to wait to make them automatically repopulate and redistribute them throughout the village. But that's going to come much later on. But I do want to set the tone for the building style down here very quickly. So we may be doing that next episode. I'm super excited about the first building and the theme and everything. It's kind of like elvish fantasy, but not high fantasy, more like Keebler elf kind of thing. It's interesting. It's definitely different for me, and I think you're gonna like it a lot. We also have to go over to the mall, and we gotta do some stuff over there. We gotta build an entrance to the mall there. Look at all this stuff that's happening over here. Is this false or Ren? I guess it's false. I gotta talk to false too, because our bases are kind of converging underground there very quickly. So I need to make sure we're on the same page of who's moving where. But yeah, over here, right where this beacon is, in this spot here, I have a plan for a building here. I may do it in a live stream. I may do it in a video. Maybe next video. We will see. But anyway, that the stash. Cash for stash, I think that's called. I forget. But anyways, great shop. I gotta go check it out later. That's gonna do it for today, guys. I appreciate it. We did a ton of work, and the most important thing to take away from this is that I've got a plan, and I am excited, and we're going to be doing a lot of work on the base coming up. Also, for those wondering, I am working very diligently on the What If series. That is coming along great. I'm making a lot of progress on it, so balancing both lives as we will. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I'll see you next time.